Yo, what's up, guys? Today I actually got some better lighting. Hopefully that wasn't too bright. This little light was given to my girl. It's supposed to clip on your phone, but my case is too big. So today I want to talk about, I have 3 steps I believe to help fix people's depression. And ultimately it comes with you trying to become the best person you can be. First step is you have to be able to afford your regular day living. It's your daily living, your weekly living, your monthly living. This is probably your 9-to-5 job. Maybe if you have a main business, this is whatever you do. You have to find a way to maintain this. So how am I gonna pay my bills, my rent, for daycare, afford this class, that class, however, so food for the month. Secondly, you have to do stuff that are a positive influence for you in the time being. Even if it's not directly getting you to your goals, it's still in a positive direction. Even if it's not in the exact direction of where you want to go, but it's at least positive direction. So this is, I believe, you may want to be going to the gym, whether it's for health, to cut weight, to put weight on. This is, maybe you want to learn to play the drums, you want to be a teacher for something. This is for something that you guys can do that is still positive. Oh no, my light's dying on me. I'm getting darker and darker. And this is if you want to go to school for something. Maybe you get a certificate. Maybe it takes months. Maybe it takes years. This is usually like your daily living, your hobbies. You know, don't be doing stuff that is negatively hurting you, because this is also habits. So you're doing a lot of drugs, you're watching a bunch of porn, all you're doing is eating snacks, you're not working out. That's negatively bringing you away from everything that you're accomplishing. So this is what I'm saying. That's why you want to bring positive into your world. Try to maybe eat a little healthier, so it's not so much BS going to your body, because that can affect the way that you feel and the way you're going to act. When you go out and you work out and you feel like you're putting some size on, you feel like you're looking a little better, getting stronger, you're gonna feel a little better about yourself. You understand? Thirdly, you actually want to be working towards an overall goal, because if you ever worked or did something for so long and you start like forgetting your why, because you're like, yeah, I'm living, I'm doing this for my family, doing this for who and them, and yabba dabba do, and everything in the middle. You're doing it for these people, but you're like, man, I really don't feel like doing this anymore. But when you know, like, hey, in 5 years, this is my plan, this is how I get there. As long as I keep executing my goals, I'm going to get there. So when you know for sure you're going to get there, it's going to keep driving you and pushing you a little stronger. But as the years are going by and you're not getting any closer to your goals, that's when you start getting more upset. You start feeling like everything is going against you. You're not lucky. Things are not in your favor. You did all this good stuff and nothing's coming your way. Poor you. And hey, I felt a lot of this. I'm at a spot in my life that I'm really trying to fix myself in all of these ways. I am doing what I got to do right now to fund my regular living, while also trying to do positive things for myself to keep me in the right direction, while still trying to get on my goals. And I always say that once I find the way, I'm showing everybody else. Of course, I have ideals and things that I'm going about, but not until I really execute, make the money, then I'm going to show everybody else how to do it the same. Because I have always believed, man, if you really care about people, you're not going to just flaunt all your money and that's it. And you're not going to hide the money like you're broke. You're going to show it. You're going to show what's possible. You're going to show what you can get, what you're doing, and how other people can do the same thing if they want to. That's what it is, man. I'm not going to be starting a business for someone, making it for them. Here you go, here's a business. But be like, hey, I did this, you could try this, I went through this, this is what happened. Giving tips, giving tricks, giving ideals for people to just go about it the best way, because you're always going to have negativity, you're always going to have issues, but you just want to do the best option you can in that situation. So number 1 is work on everything that is paying your bills. So you gotta pay your rent, your utility bills, if you got to get your diapers for your kids, if you have to get daycare, maybe you're in school and you got to pay your school loan, whatever it is, you have a storage unit, you know, all your bills that come every day, every week, every month, you have to get on top of that, because it's hard to ever going to be happy in your life and not feel like you're being sucked in if you constantly feel like you can't keep up with what you're doing and you're constantly just falling behind. And I know everything's easier said than done. I know. I'm telling you guys, you know, I'm 29 years old. Man, I've been through a lot. I've always was that kid that would always smile. And I tell you, man, life tried smacking the smile off my face so many times throughout my life. And I would say I don't smile like I used to in a lot of ways, but I still do. You know, I'm still ultimately trying to be like a happy person. I'm, you know, glad that I'm here and I'm trying to make the best out of it. You know, that's what I'm really trying to do, is just change the whole situation. One day this car is going to be a better one. You know, the house is going to be better. Everything's going to be better. But you got to make the decision that you're going to start doing that. And since I've been making the decision, I've been going about my goals. So, you know, I'm going to work. Sometimes I go to work a little earlier. You know, it doesn't matter if you can love your job or not. That's what you need right now to pay your bills. And if you want to quit your job, if you want to leave, if you want to start a side business, if you want to start just a business and quit your job, you know, do whatever you think is best. I've always feel like, man, you want to have a plan B, but sometimes, man, people not having a plan B stops them from taking the risk, because I feel like that stopped me a lot of times with taking certain risk in life. So it's like, I don't know what would have been good to take or what could have been really bad, because I didn't take it. You know, I know a lot of people that took wrong moves, but a lot of people took good ones. So, you know, you got to kind of weigh out your options. You know, you can never really tell someone what they should do, because nobody wants to be at fault for somebody else's life. You know, we're all go through so much ups and downs in our own life. It's kind of hard for anybody to really tell someone else what to do unless they've been through their exact situation and now that they're better and they believe they can really walk them through the steps. And I mean, that's freaking awesome. But I'm telling you, either start getting serious about the job you are at now, start figuring out ways, how can I make extra money, how can I do better, or start looking for another job. Start your side hustle, your side business. Maybe you're gonna resell things on eBay, you're gonna start doing DoorDash, Uber Eats. All I'm saying is then get on top of it, start looking into it. Use this new year to change yourself around and not let it just be a 2023 all over again. You know, it doesn't mean you have to leave your job. You could stay there and you could try to do better at your job, see if you can bring in a little more money. You can start a side thing to make a little extra income. You know, that's what you could do. You could start applying to other jobs and just see what they're going to offer you. Stay at your job and start another business. You know, maybe you don't need a job anymore. You have a bunch of money in your account and you're ready to go for it. Maybe that's your step, but you have to really get it down and just go for it. I'm not saying you need that 100%, because you never have it down as much as you want to, but have the basic idea, like, what am I going to do if this happens? Or am I going to be good for a couple of months? Oh, okay, I can always work here though. My brother works here. He has his business and he helped me do it or whatever. You know, get your plan in order. So all I can say, don't mean you get to start executing it January 1st or even tomorrow. But you know, like, all right, hey, when it starts getting warmer, I'm going to start this landscaping business. So I have to get everything on it, you know, now. Then as it starts getting a little warmer, you want to get the ads out there as much as possible. I would say you want to start advertising even before it starts getting warm, just to get people to start noticing you. Get the flyers out there, make sure you have the supplies. You know, even if it's something that maybe you can't do till June, start getting your plans in order. Write it down what you got to do. You know, like, I'm studying to try to do my life insurance. And I don't got to leave my job for that or anything. It's something I'm studying for. So I'm doing. I ended up passing my the pre-testing stuff. And I felt like I put so much time in trying to pass that I didn't know if I was actually going to be smart enough to know all the information. So I got a tutor. I'm almost done with the tutoring. Then I'm going to go for it. The chance that if I don't do well in that, you know, I'm going to keep, you know, being at it. Yeah, you just can't give up. Find a path, man, and just keep going for it. Sometimes it's better to just get an ideal and go for it, rather than just doing so much research until you get tired and then you don't want to do it anymore. So I'm telling you, man, today, take the first step. And I know I say ma'am, I'm talking to men and women. Take the first step into the right direction. Get your first time into the gym to better yourself. You know, and then maybe in 5 years you can have your dream body. In a year from now, who knows? Really depends on the repetition, how much you do it, how consistent you are. Consistency is everything, in my opinion. Because if you do anything with repetition and you just keep doing it, you're going to get better and better. And I believe we all have it in us. We really just got to find out what we can do best and go for it. So I'm saying, guys, get your goals down. Get where you want to be now. Start making the plan. I'm telling you, you have to find a way that you can afford your day living. This means maybe cut back on expenses, try to be cheaper, maybe get rid of a car, maybe try to buy a car and so you don't have to pay monthly, or maybe got good credit, you can get a cheap, a cheap, decent price of the car and without being so expensive. Maybe you can get a car for $200, $300, good enough credit. Maybe that's better than you trying to save up 5 or 10 grand to get the car. You got to figure out what works best for you in some of these senses, but you have to figure out how you're going to fund your everyday life, because if you can't fund it, you're going to be in a horrible mental state overall and constantly worried for you, your family, your well-being. And I understand where you're coming from, guys. I really do. Even if you think I don't, I do in my own way. I'm not going to act like I know your exact situation, but I know my own. And I just mean it well, that I wish you all, from the bottom of my heart, the energy to help push you through, the first day, the first week, the first month, the first go around. So then once you do it and you're like, wow, it's not so bad, I actually do feel a little better about myself. Then you start doing it. It becomes a good habit. You stop doing the bad habits and things would get a little more better, a little more positive. Wish everybody nothing but the best. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the second detail to help with depression, with help being the best person you could possibly be, conquer your situation. We're going to go over part 2. I've kind of already broke down 1, 2, and 3, but I'm going to bring it down a little more. The first one, the biggest thing, is you have to be able to afford your expenses. You gotta figure out why. You gotta cut down, you gotta try to make more, take on an extra job. I know all that's easier said than done, guys. I know I'm working on trying to fix it myself still, but that always has to be a goal and a priority of you. Remember, don't live above your means and just don't give up. You have a great day. Peace.